So I see a lot of people who are programmers who start blogging, and they could be great teachers, they could be good programmers, but as soon as they start blogging, something changes. You know, they want to do things for other people, right? They want to make content that makes sense. They want to make videos that are great. They want to make sure that lighting is good. They want to make sure that they make sense, goes to point from one point to another, and all that stuff. But something goes missing, that they actually lose that spark. You know, they as soon as they start doing things for other people, that's my audience. I want to do it for them. This particular video, whether I should make it or not make it, whether I should make it in a couple of years, maybe it's not good, maybe it's not trendy, nobody's gonna watch. How should I talk? What's the point that I should mention? What are the points that are going to be controversial, and I should not mention? As soon as they start writing blog, make videos, and all that, they just prioritize the other people, their audience. Now, why do they do that? For more views. Okay, when you start doing things for, I want to get more views, I want to get build more audience, and you start talking about trendy stuff that you actually don't like, you don't have expertise in, and you want to do it for other people. What happens is that you might become a get better marketer slowly. You might learn how YouTube works, how to manipulate the algorithm by making certain videos and all that stuff. But you as a programmer, your own personal learning stops. Okay, because you think too much at that point. You think like, oh, you know what, this little stupid mistake that I made, maybe I should not share it with the audience. Maybe they're not gonna like it. It makes no sense to tell them anyway. Algorithm is not gonna pick it, so they lose that thing and they stop making progress. Okay, so you could be a programmer making video, but also make sure that you keep the videos raw. So what's gonna end up happening? You'll actually learn things as you're saying them, to your audience. But if you try to sugarcoat it, make it clean, make it, and you like, you know what, I'm gonna make this video for them, you know as soon as you do that, your personal learning that you would otherwise get by just making a raw video and just talking is gonna stop. Okay, so that's what I think. I think programmers need to just say things how they are. Things are difficult in programming, and I think people should be honest when they talk about them. Don't sugarcoat things. As soon as you start sugarcoating things, you're gonna start hiding things. You're gonna start hiding certain things or the stupid mistakes you made. You don't want to tell your audience the mistakes you made and how many hours you wasted and how you got to the solution. You don't want to tell them none of that. You want to give them the cleanest version. In reality, at least as far as I'm concerned, you should not give them the cleanest version. Okay, maybe you can organize a little bit, but you should not. And if you want to progress, if you want to take your communication skills to another level, being able to explain things properly, you have to take all this dirt, and you have to throw it at the people. And you're like, here's what I found. This is what I think about this subject. Make your own conclusions. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. I'm not gonna tidy these things. I'm gonna tell you how it is. It took me 8 hours just to fix this particular bug. Tell them, And I think when people do that, when they keep it raw, um, I think a lot of learning happens. And if you're a programmer, you're a YouTuber, you're thinking of making videos, you're thinking of making um, blogs, don't try to clean the things up. Just throw it out there, because you can produce way more content that way, and you can keep the things raw. You can tell them how it is, and you can also refer back to that information from 1 year from today. You're like, oh yeah, that was my thought process. Those are the mistakes I made, and you can actually use it personally. You're giving them the content, and you can also use it personally. But when you make a video and you tidy it, you polish it, and you look at the video or blog article 2 years from today, it's going to be so tidy, so clean, that um, half of the information is going to be missing there. Half of those little points that you should have put out there, but you didn't because you care so much about your audience. You didn't put out there the sub points, the struggles. You didn't put them out there. And then you refer back 1 year from today. Those notes, those videos are going to be useless to you, they'll be completely useless to you. So you want to make content that will also be somewhat useful to the audience, but also mainly it has to be useful to you. That's what I think. So if you make content, think about that.